So anyways, I'm going to have a video and an article in the description box. Now the video is a bit lengthy. Actually, you know what? I'm going to have two. Because there's a shorter condensed video that I watched. It's only 6 minutes long. The other video is an hour. It's 50 minutes long. It's quite in-depth and detailed. The video is more pro-Trump and optimistic about the Trump administration. But the article is deeming, because there's people on the intelligence committee who knew about, because of the communication between the Russians and us, and the Russians had communications about air traffic. So we knew about not the Russians, but the Syrians, I'm sorry, bombing this warehouse. It wasn't even chemical weapons, it was chemicals that got into the wind and went downwind. If you look at the white helmets, they're not wearing any, in the Army we would call MOP gear, or mission, MOP, was MOP? Mission orientated protection, or basically your chemical gear. They weren't wearing any of that. No masks, no gloves, and no suits. And there's different levels, and they're at level 0. Level 1 is just your mask. Level 2 is your mask and gloves. Level 3 is your suit, gloves, mask, and everything. They weren't wearing any of this mission-orientated protection. So it wasn't chemical weapons. It was chemicals. It was chlorine. Although chlorine was used in the First World War as a chemical agent, first by the Germans against the French. Actually, that's a long story. I didn't even get into it. But anyways, it looks like, in my opinion, crazy Trump train is going to get impeached. Because, yeah, the Necons like what he did, but they don't like him. Because he has a national streak in him. And the Necons, like Lindsey Graham and McCain, don't believe in nationalism, they believe in globalism. So, I don't know, I don't communicate that much. You gotta forgive me, I just got out of surgery. I had a spinal injury, and just got the thing off my neck, and I'm not very strong. Not that I ever was real strong anyways, but you know, I'm doing better. I mean, I can actually walk now, and I can stand. That's why I stand and do videos instead of sitting. But enough about me. It's real interesting. I mean, let me know what you think, because I'm really interested in this. I mean, I wonder which way this is going to go. Is Trump going to be able to turn tables on them and work with Putin? Or is Putin, because from what I've been watching, Putin has just like totally given up. I mean, they're not even communicating their flight paths anymore. And that is a very dangerous thing. Not only to mention, we are building troops on the Jordanian border, and I got that from several sources. You know what? I'll leave that in the links as well. Very reliable. Southern Front doesn't pull your leg too much, but it doesn't look good. It looks like we want to drive to Raqqa, which is in the western part of Syria, and set up a Kurdish state so we can split the country in two. And that's what the Israelis want. And mind you, this comes, what, a week, 2 weeks after the Syrians shot down an Israeli jet. And then Trump comes up with this. So, and ultimately, the worst part about this is I think Trump has been played by his son-in-law, Jared, who was just in the Middle East, in Israel, and had briefed Donald on this. I'm sorry, it's a false flag attack. For all intents and purposes, it is. It wasn't chemical weapons, it was just chemicals. I mean, enough bleach will kill you if you're in a room with bleach, let alone, I forget what it was, chlorine that was released into the atmosphere and went downwind and killed civilians. But this is looking like, in my opinion, you're going to get Trump impeached, and you get Pence who's a real neocon, who the neocons find more palatable. He doesn't have a nationalist streak. So I think Trump has been played. Trumpenstein has failed. The monster is dead. Okay. Yeah, I was pro-Trump, but that was only because I was anti-Hillary. Because Hillary would have done what Trump is doing now. Trump specifically said for 4 years. He was criticizing Obama in 13. It was 4 years ago. And he turned around and did the same damn thing. I mean, oh my God. The state of politics in the United States has just has gone off course. I mean, it's not so bad that they lie, but they turn around and lie within 90 days of being in office. And we always knew he was a Zionist. Israel this, Israel that. Really, America first? I think it's Israel first. Like I said, that jet was shot down 2 weeks ago. And this is payback. But there's the U.S. Intelligence Committee who knew about the Syrian strike. It's in the article. It's not a very long article. We knew the Syrians were going to strike this warehouse facility. And then it's almost like we're communicating to the rebels to store chemical weapons in there or chemicals in there. I mean, it's almost too perfect a scenario. But I mean, I've always believed that ISIS is trained and supplied by the United States and Israel and the Gulf Wahhabi states or the Sunni Arabs. But it looks like the Trump train, Trumpenstein, has been killed. He's going to be impeached. Because I take more faith in the article than I do the video.